NordVPN, is it worth it? Must I buy it? Stay tuned because we'll be going through an exhaustive list of things that we like about NordVPN and some that we don't. This is Elliot from BigCatcher, and let's roll the intro. By now, everyone knows that a virtual private network or VPN is absolutely crucial in keeping your data and identity safe from people with nefarious intents. You don't just risk your privacy when you don't use a VPN, you risk having your identity stolen, which may end up in people using your name for loans and credit cards. That's no fun at all. NordVPN claims to be able to keep you and your data safe online, which is good and all, but so does every other VPN provider out there. So what makes NordVPN so special? What makes them tick? We rolled up our sleeves and got real busy using the service, finding out for ourselves what tricks NordVPN has up their sleeves so you can make an informed decision before buying. Here are the 9 things we like about NordVPN. Number 1. Top-notch privacy and security. The thing about NordVPN is that they're located in Panama, which is known for the canal, coffee, and data retention law. More like the lack of it. This is crucial for VPN providers because it means that they don't have to legally retain user logs, which is great for our privacy but really bad for nosy government snoops. They also boast superior encryption standards with 256-bit AES, ensuring that your information doesn't get intercepted while it's being transmitted. To further protect your privacy, PGP is incorporated into customer contacts to help protect your account details. Its encryption technology is practically unbreakable and it's pretty legendary. Number 2. Kill switch prevents privacy compromise. If you're performing tasks that are sensitive in nature such as accessing your bank details, you may worry about security if NordVPN servers go down in the middle of your task. Well, that's what the kill switch is for. Aside from just sounding cool, the kill switch pulls the e-breaker in your internet connection and stops all data transfers if it detects a drop in connection to the NordVPN server. On Windows and Mac, you can choose which app to obey the kill switch, while the mobile version stops all transfer of data. Just for you, not for the world. That would be highly irresponsible. We also used DNSleak.com to check if our IP was really masked, and we're happy to report that our real IP and the IP detected was not the same, which means that NordVPN was doing what it's supposed to do. Number 3. Double the protection. If you're about to walk through a war zone, you're not going to say no if someone hands you an extra layer of Kevlar to keep you safe. Likewise, you should be happy if a VPN provider can offer you twice the protection. With the ability to connect to a VPN server and route through another VPN server, your IP goes through 2 changes and your data gets encrypted twice, making it nigh impossible for people to steal your data. Number 4. Connect 6 devices on many platform types. It just isn't realistic to use a VPN on only one device. I mean, come on, we've got our phone, iPad, laptops, computers, and God knows what else. All of these things connect to the internet, and obviously we want them secured as well. NordVPN allows up to 6 simultaneous connections at a time, so you can keep all your individual devices secured and also throw in your router for good measure. However, not all routers support NordVPN, so best check yours to see if it does. Number 5. Fast and stable speeds all around. All the features in the world are going to be useless if the service causes slow or unstable internet speeds. Good thing NordVPN ain't no slowpoke, especially with the introduction of NordLynx. The feature uses their WireGuard architecture, which they claim should be way faster than any other VPN services in the same category. Now, we don't blindly believe companies when they say such things, so we ran our own speed test and the results were pretty pleasing. Obviously, the further away we got, the slower it gets, but still within expectations. We ran speed tests while connected to North America, Europe, Australia, Singapore, and South Africa, and so far their speeds have exceeded expectations in all locales with little to no additional latency. 2K streaming on YouTube worked flawlessly with a few weak spots here and there on 4K streaming, but that's easily mitigated by connecting to another location nearby, ideally one with a stronger infrastructure. Number 6. More than 5,000 servers in 59 countries. Nobody wants a VPN service with just a few servers, no. How else are you going to access geolog content on Netflix? What if one server fails? With over 5,000 servers across 59 countries, NordVPN obviously provides us with plenty of choices and options. Also, with a network as gargantuan as this, you can expect all servers to perform equally well. However, as you saw earlier, Most areas in strategic global locations perform beautifully. So if you happen to connect to a location that isn't quite up to par, just connect to a nearby alternative. Number 7. NordVPN has awesome price offers. We've gone through plenty of VPN services and we can confidently say from experience that NordVPN's prices are superb. At the time of this video, it only costs $371 a month for a 2-year contract, and that's awesome value for money. Look at it this way, their 6-month contract would end up costing you $54 twice a year, which should cost you $108 a year. With their 2-year contract, you'll only be paying $89 for 2 whole years. Keep in mind that their pricing structure changes often and this is their price now. So why the hell not, right? There's one teeny tiny problem though. NordVPN charges VAT depending on the country you're from. So this might not apply to everyone, but if it does apply to you, be prepared to pay an additional 20% more than your regular prices. Number 8. Cryptocurrencies and cash accepted as payment. What's the point of using a VPN service which only accepts payment methods like credit cards, checks, and bank drafts? The whole purpose of a VPN is to hide your privacy, and these payment methods leave a trail which is like a giant red arrow pointing right at you. NordVPN accepts Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple, which is great because cryptocurrencies cannot be traced. If you live in the US, you can even pay cash via Fry Electronics or Micro Center. It's a great way to stay off the grid while still being on it. Number 9. Netflix support is kept updated. Netflix hates VPNs. The idea of VPN users accessing geolocked content is akin to punching their grandmothers in the face. NordVPN is highly aware of this and they're actively working to keep their server IPs off Netflix's blacklist. Which means that you shouldn't have any problems accessing Netflix and all the content they have to offer regardless of location. There's a heck of a lot of pros, so now let's look at the 2 cons of NordVPN. Number 1. Torrenting supported only on some servers. If you're a fan of torrenting, you'll be disappointed to know that the service is only available on certain servers. NordVPN actually has 4 categories of servers to connect to: dedicated, double VPN, onion over VPN, or P2P. If you attempt torrenting without selecting a P2P server, your downloads will flatline faster than Kevin Spacey's career. Even then, we felt that torrent speeds could be faster, way faster. Number 2. OpenVPN configuration isn't user-friendly. If you prefer using OpenVPN over L2TP, be prepared to experience a world of trouble. First up, you'll need to download a zip file from NordVPN which contains the configuration files for each one of the servers. Each server has 2 configurations, one for TCP and one for UDP, which means that there are over 8,000 files in that zip archive and they all seem to be randomly named. On top of that, we had no idea where the configuration server was, so there's a whole lot of trial and error involved. Honestly, I find this to be utterly ridiculous and a huge pain in the butt. Bottom line, will I pay for NordVPN? 2 words, hell yes! When on the hunt for a VPN, we're looking for the same 3 things: privacy, speed, and security. NordVPN does exceptionally well in these 3 aspects. The best thing for me about NordVPN is their 2-year plan and only $371 a month, which is damn near unbeatable in terms of value for money. Even if others could offer prices as low as these, I doubt that they can meet NordVPN service levels. So will I pay for this? Hell yes, and I recommend for you guys to do the same too. That about wraps up our NordVPN review. If you like what you see, do consider subscribing and gently, very gently kiss that like button. Multiple times if you will. Till next time.